Hello everyone, RagingRaptor here, and I welcome you to another World of Tanks map preview. And today it is the reworked Minsk version, and I don't know what to think about this, because wargaming allows us to compare Minsk with what it is right now on the live server. So is this finally the last rework version until we finally can test it? Because it looks fairly interesting, and again, it looks very finished. So I'd say let's just jump into position number 1 here, and we can see what we can do. The thing about Minsk in general is right now, why Wargaming wanted to rework is, it's just like basically playing two corners. That's it. You have left corner, which is the heavy corner, you have the right corner, which is the medium corner, and that's it. Going from left to right is a long time wasted because of the river. And this is the biggest change which we will see in soon-ish. The thing is though, we also have this position over here which got reworked. You can see the red line, the border, the favorite position for Uniscums is getting moved backwards, and now we have a new play area which you can drive into right here and right here to fight on and have an easier path in theory to try and flank the enemy people. The thing is, if you look at it right here, you know that if a TD, for example, is standing here or here, you have to cross here and you have to cross here, and you might lose 750 plus hit points. So you have somebody waiting here for you to cross. So I'm not sure what I should think about this position. It feels a little bit like a noob trap, maybe? You know, like the bush on Prokhorovka on E1 at the beginning of the game. I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan from this position. But again, if you look now at the minimap, you can see that everything now is dry, you know. So it might be a lot easier to just go on about, to change positions. Especially if we now look at this picture right here, because this is a telltale picture. You are in this position over here, for example. You have to go all the way around to get over here, which is way too long. And now look at that. You can go down here. You can get up here. In theory, you can get up here. You can also go obviously down here. Go down here. There are so many new paths now being forged and made. Plus, you can now use this area down here not just as a gateway to the other side. It's also just here to be a playable area which you can use. You can drive around. You can drive through. And another thing you will notice is that everything feels a little bit less nice looking. It looks like it's autumn, it's fall, or might even be, what's it called, climate changed Minsk, because everything is a lot drier, especially if you look also at the trees. But that is a very nice change in my opinion. Also, this picture right here shows another nice change. As you can see, this line over here, or those wall line over here, will get removed. So random shots getting stuck there with HE, with hash, with anything which can explode heat will be a lot easier. And another thing which I really like is that Wargaming decided to remove all those trees right here, those all small trees which you can use as cover, because usually you always had to use them first. Now we have some dedicated bushes which make scouting on this map a lot easier and a lot more consistent in that regard. And the same goes to the fact that basically all the trees got Agent Oranged, you know, they all have no leaves anymore, obviously because it's probably fall, but still, it is a lot easier now to spot people back here, so TDs have to play a little bit more smarter, and it probably feels more consistent on how to spot people on this map, because you don't have so many random trees which can give camouflage and so on and so forth. So that's a very nice change. You can also see that we have here a little bit more elevation change, giving us additional cover. Yeah, well, which is nice. The biggest changes which happened to Minsk though were on this position up here. Again, the medium tank corner in that regard. You can see that basically this is unplayable field. It's open, it's no bueno, you know, it's really not bueno. But this is a big but, like my butt after eating a lot. You go in here and you die, basically. You have now cover, not here, But over here, have your cover. You have obviously this one as cover, and those or all those walls right here are hard cover. You can't destroy them. You have this as cover, you have here cover, and you can drive down here, you can drive into here. Like, this is a completely reworked position, which makes it a lot more appealing to play aggressively and get into a decent position, which might be also underneath this little bridge, giving you cover from artillery. Like, in general, this 4 position got changed massively. Sometimes I saw people driving into here and have some shots into this position. But the thing is, usually if you stand here or here, you have good positions up here and up here, so you can usually hold this push very easily when you have a lower place position. This will change if everything like this changes, you know. You can now drive down here and go into here, and the same go. You will probably have a little bit of a hard time getting up here, because, yeah, maybe you should be able to get up here. You shouldn't be too slippery. The thing is, though, if you now look at the minimap again, or we can also just look here, you can see the red line gets a little bit closer because it got all shifted a little bit to the right because of the additional play space on the other side. This leads to here that we're going to lose one corridor. Usually we had 2, we had one here and one here, but this one over here is getting lost. And I don't like this, because now we have a lot easier time to go over here and here, but we basically still only have 2 corridors instead of having actually 3, you know. That would have been nice, I feel like. But this picture is amazing to show you all the nice changes to Minsk. Again, this is now basically playable area. Everything right here is now very, very nice playable area. I really like this change. And again, now I can let myself drop over here and get over here very, very quickly, rather than going all the way around. Seriously. That's such a nice change, I 100% agree on. And again, the fact that Agent Orange or Fall Autumn was around in this map now, and everything is a lot less bushy by the trees, makes it easier for you to spot as well. And it makes it more consistent to spot, because in the current iteration it feels so random if you spot people which are camping in this position, because there are a gazillion trees around. If you like make a move like this, or like this rather, with a scout, and you try to spot over here, it feels so freaking random if you spot anything or anybody, you know. Same goes on to this position over there. So it is a lot easier now when basically the trees don't give camo at all anymore, maybe just 10% because of the branches. So it makes it much easier to also spot people which play over here poorly, which don't use double bush, because right now you can see that they actually made this position easier to use, because right now you only have 1 set of bushes, while if you go back, now we have an outer ring which gives you the camo, and you have the inner ring which gives you the camo to stand in, you know. Maybe also this position back here got a little bit tough used. You can see there is things getting removed, so this won't be as strong as a position anymore. The same goes probably around back there, but it's a little bit hard to see on this picture. But in general, it looks like this map looks is going to be a lot more active than passive focused. Over here, you will see nothing changed. You know, if you like to go hold down here with your chieftain, your super conqueror, with your conqueror, etc., 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 nothing changed. You still get fucked by already, and that is okay, because it's an okay position, you know. Lastly, this position up here. Now you can see what I mean, that you are able to get into here much safer, because right now you basically just have people which are standing over here and you shoot, and you get fucked. But now you can go all around like this and you are safe, you know. You have cover here, you have cover here, you have here a little bit of a hold down which can help you over there, which is basically the mirrored version of this little ramp here. So it looks good. Comparing those 2 maps again, you can see that we definitely got like 20% more playable space, which is nice, which is genuinely nice. And I do like those changes, and I do look forward to try them out. The question is, when do they come, and are they final for now? Because Minsk, like, there are worse maps out there. Definitely Minsk is not the worst map. I still think, for example, Mountain Pass could have a soft rework, Ensk should have a rework. Mines maybe for higher tiers should have a rework. But Minsk is also one of those maps which I think a lot of people simply don't like, because it is very campy and very boring, because you basically only have this corridor and this corridor. But now, with it being easier to switch between those sides, having new positions and new playable space, I think it looks interesting. So very much look forward. So, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this map, and let me know what I can do better. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with everything World of Tanks related. And I'll see you around in the next video. Cheers.